Continue. So it is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Inturi Suparna Babu. As we all know, he's a Microsoft Fabric community super user and a data engineering specialist. He is actively contributes to the Microsoft data community. He's a very regular user. You will find his posts very often. By sharing his expertise and in this data field, hello, can you hear me? By sharing this expertise in his data field, he helps a lot of professionals like us to grow their skills. And specifically in today's session, he will talk about create and manage workspace and assets, where you will all learn the best practices for organizing, securing, and managing Power BI workspaces effectively. So please join me in giving a warm welcome to Suparna Babu. Over to you, Suparna Babu. And if you
Hi,
have any
hello
questions,
everyone.
please ask in the chat.
Yeah, hello everyone. Thank you, DAG team, for giving this opportunity. Just give me a moment. Okay, fine. Uh, okay, now without further delay, let's jump into the session 4. I hope my screen is visible. Yeah. First of all, thank you so much for all the attendees joining even Sunday also. Today, I can see your interest and your enthusiasm to learn and grow something from this event. This is highly appreciable. So thank you so much for joining. Now, so in this session 4, I know already before this session, you have seen 3 sessions in that you learnt about few topics depending upon the requirement of this PL300 certification. Now, in this session particularly, what I'll cover this one, create and manage workspaces, secure and pattern governance Power BI items, and some practical tips. Okay, so in this, I am going to show you some couple of demos also, which is important for not only certification, for your real time also. All right, now, so let me introduce myself. So most of you know me. So my name is Intur Suparna Babu. So I do have around 8+ years of experience. So I have certified in these certifications, and I am the creator of my own community, which is NDAC. Okay. So now let's dig into the session. So now here you can see from today morning, I mean 9 a.m. IST onwards. Okay. So here this session is covered by someone, this session is covered by someone, this session is covered by someone. Okay. So here you can see first you prepared the data and later you created the model and later you visualize the report. Okay. So everything is clear. But how you can share your reports with your end users, okay, how you can restrict the access, or how you can secure your workloads in Fabric workspace. That's where it's not about just you are preparing or modeling, or finally your product should be reached to someone which is nothing but client. So don't think that you are going and sharing your PBX files to your clients. It's not allowed. Okay, and it is not a best practice. Okay, you need to follow some standards. You need to follow some standards which was defined by the Microsoft. So now let me go and talk about what is this manage and secure Power BI. Now here you can see this is some sample screenshot where you can see there is something called data flow gen 1, some report and semantic model. Okay, now here if you can see, so in this there are 4 bullets. First of all, what is this workspace? Workspace is a place where you can collaborate with your teammates, clients, and end users. Once if you build a report, let's say this is a report, this is a bar chart, this is a pie chart, this is line chart. Once if you build this in your desktop, you need to publish to something. which is cloud. Okay, from here you can grant the access, you can share with your colleagues, you can collaborate like this. Here you can do that. So here, if you ask me workspace, what we can do everything nowadays. This Power BI is converted as a fabric. Now here you can do everything, not only reports or semantic model. You can build a pipeline, you can build a semantic model, you can create a data flow gen2, you can build a machine learning algorithms, everything. So now when I come to this here, as part of today's session agenda, you can organize semantic model, reports, dashboards, and mobile apps or normal apps. Okay, now there are four roles. Okay, admin, member, contributor, and viewer. Okay, uh, I'll show you demo what is this R four rows. And while coming to the licensing, there are three type of licensings: pro, premium per user, and premium capacity. And there is one more thing, FC. What is FC? Fabric capacity. Then configure the setting, access that storage, and sharing, everything is there. Okay, fine. Now here you can see these are the some settings of the semantic model. Okay, here you can see you can schedule the refresh. If you created any parameters, you can use it for deployment purpose. And if you are using on-premises data gateway, then here you can configure your data gateway like this. And if anyone is requesting access to your dashboard, here you can customize your message where to whom they need to reach out like this. Here we have lot of options. We have lot of options. Okay, now what I'll do? So I'll show you how you can do this everything in the cloud. Now let me go back to my workspace. Fine. Now, before that, when LK is telling about some standard best practices, some colors and all, so yes, that is agree. I agree with him. You need to follow some standard colors and everything. Let me show you few sample reports. See, this is my one of the report which I built POC. So here, this is, and if you know, if you don't know what is this Tata New, like how Amazon, Flipkart, it is also Indian based e-commerce platform. You can go and order anything. Okay, you can go and order anything. Okay, it's a Tata group of company. So here what I did, from this logo I took sample reference as a blue color and I built report. See here, all the fonts and all the font color and everything is in the aligned with this logo. This is one report. Now there is something e-commerce analytics dashboard synapcom. Here you can see I took this color, logo color. Here you can see this is something sky blue color. So here I took this and I built this report. Here you can see all the reports. And there is one more thing, this is something coffee report. And here when I go to, you know how the coffee color will look like. See, I maintain the same standard. I maintain the same standard like this. And there is one more report, one more report, which is Cricket World Cup. Of course, this is a world one, I can agree. But here you can see I took the sample color from this logo and you can go and see batting records and bowling records and everything here you can go and see. All right, now let's get back into the subject. Now here you can see whatever the reports you've seen, all four reports which is available here, and I am the admin of this workspace. Let me show you. Let me open this workspace setting. Now here, if you can see, if I go to the workspace type, I created this workspace type. Okay, so that's what, let me talk about licensing part here. Let me click on edit. Okay, so now here you can see there is Power BI Pro, as I mentioned earlier, Power BI Premium per user and Fabric trial. Currently I am using Fabric trial. Okay, now let me close this. So when I go to the manage access, here you can see just now I created this workspace. I mean, sometime before, I am the admin of this workspace. Okay, now let's see the roles. Let's go back to the roles slide. Okay, here you have admin member. Okay, now let's come back here. First, let's go from lower level to higher level. See here, I am the admin, so that I can able to see all the report and semantic model. Now there is one more tab. There is one more tab I opened, which is incognito mode. Now here you can see I log in with one more account, which is SP Babu. Okay, please keep in mind that this is SP Babu in incognito mode. So this is where you are seeing black. Okay. Now here, first let me give access to him. Okay, who is SP Babu? Okay. Now let's go here, add people, SP underscore. Okay. So first what I will do, I'll grant only viewer access. Let's go from lower to higher level. Okay, viewer. Let me add. Okay, I added him. Let me refresh here and let me go here. Here there is only one tab. This is you can take this as a end user. You can take this as a end user. Okay. Okay. Now what I will do, let me refresh this. When I refresh this, now here let me click and open. The workspace name is this one, demo workspace 19th July. Okay, let me click on this. Okay, now here you can see there is a difference between this and this. Here I can see these options. Okay, deployment pipeline, app, access, workspace settings. And here I cannot able to see all the settings. Are you getting? And also if you observe something, okay, just this session should be interactive. What is missing here? If I compare with this workspace, I would like to know your answers in the chat. Come on. What is something missing here from this account to this account? Okay. Let me see. Number of reports, semantic model, very good. Semantic model, very good, excellent. Okay. Now, see, that's what your viewer role is, just like a viewer. See, he is cannot able to see the semantic models. Just he can able to see only this report. Okay. Let's say if I open this report, see now here he can able to see only this report. Fine. This is fine. Now let's go back to my main workspace. Now instead of, let's assume he is initially started as a trainee. So now he got promoted. Okay, fine. Let's go and grant his to some contributor access. Okay, I granted contributor access. Let me close this. Okay, now let's go here. So now let me click on this home. Let me refresh it. Okay, now let's go to the demo workspace. Hmm. Now you can see the difference. What you are seeing? You are seeing semantic models also. You are seeing semantic models as well. Okay, fine. Now what I will do? Okay, so for some reasons I requested him. Hey Babu, this color, I mean this total sales by segment color is not looking good. You please change it. What I will do? Now I am acting as a SP Babu. Okay, here I am doing the mono acting. Okay, let me click on edit. So now here what I will do, I'll go here, I'll go to the title and I'll change this to for differentiating, let's say this orange color. Okay, once if it is done, let me go and save this. Let me go and save this. Okay, so now this is saved. Now let me go to the reading view. Okay, fine. He is changed something. Who is SP Babu? Now let me go to my original workspace. Let me refresh. Let's open the report. What here you are observing? See here you are observing the changes which is made by SP Babu. Now I can able to see. Now I can able to see. It means that he can edit the report. He can do the changes. He can do the report changes. He can do the report changes. Now here you can go. And there is one more thing difference is here just he can able to go and edit, do some changes, but he cannot grant the access, but he cannot do some granting the access to viewer. Still that is in my control. Still that is in my control. Let me go to the workspace. Now here let me go here. Now okay, now he got well enough matured. So what I will do, let me promote him to contributor to member. Okay, this time I given a promotion to him as a member. Okay, now let's go there. Let's go there. So now here, let me go and refresh. See, now this time you are seeing a difference. Manage access, create app. Manage access, create app. So now let me click on the, see, that's what, whatever the roles which is performing by contributor, on top of that he is able to access this manage access as well. Now let's say, let me go and add my community member who is Krishna Kant. Okay, let me take Krishna Kant. So now let me add him as a viewer. Okay, now I added. Now because I have the member access, I mean who, it's me. Okay, who, it's me. Now let me refresh. So I added the member access. Now let me come back here again. Let me refresh from my original where you are seeing multiple tabs. This is my admin workspace. Now here if I go and see SPBU is added Krishnakant as a viewer. Okay, fine. Now let me go back here. Let's see. Can I remove? No. See, per member, it's just you can able to add the users and you can do the report changing and you can share the reports and everything. But once if you added, you cannot have a privilege to remove the respective user. And also, let me add one more people. Let me take my one more team member, Suresh. So here, see, why I am seeing only 3 roles? Ideally, here you can see we have 4 roles. That's what member can add member or lower level of roles, not the prior any higher level of roles. Okay, okay. See here, I'll tell you. Let's assume Rajendra is a CEO of company. Okay, so what he can do, Rajendra we can promote LKR Shashi to another CEO. It's not like that Shashi can promote himself as a CEO. That's not possible. Reverse is not possible. First one is possible. Like this, here he cannot add the admin. He can add viewer or a contributor. Okay, so now let's come to the admin. So here if I grant admin access, so now SP Babu has had all the privileges because he is the another admin of this workspace. He is the another admin of this workspace. Now here you can see, now I can remove, see, now I can go and remove Krishna Kant. Okay, like this I can remove the people, like this I can remove the people. So now here you can see I can able to get all the things, I can able to get all the things because I am the admin. And here I am giving a quick tip, not for exam, I am giving you for your real time. For any workspace in real time, 2 admins are is mandatory. 2 admins is mandatory in real time. 2 admins is mandatory. That is a standard practice. Because what if, let's say, me and Rajendra are the, so let's say there is a workspace. First, Rajendra is only admin. Later, I am the member. LK is contributor. Shashi is viewer. What if Rajendra is left from the company? What if he is absconding from the company? Then what will do? Then there is issue. That's what it is a very best practice to maintain 2 admins for every workspace. All right. So this is all about these roles. Now let's get back into the subject. Let's move forward. And pro and premium, this is what I can show you. Let me go back here. Let me go to my here. Let me show you Power BI licensing. Okay, let me open this. Here you can see Power BI Pro premium per user. Forget about embedded. So here, if I go back here, see in Pro first Pro you have, these are the 1 GB model size. Model size means it's a semantic model. Maximum storage in Pro workspace you can store up to 10 GB of files and refreshes 8 per day. And here in premium per user or premium capacity, you would have 100 GB of semantic model and 48 refreshes per day and 100 terabytes of data. You can store it in Power BI workspace. Okay, so that you may expect one question, maybe what would be the refreshes for premium capacity, they will give 8, 24, 48, 64. Then undoubtedly you can go and choose 48 refreshes per day. 48 refreshes per day. Okay, fine. Now let's go here. Okay, okay, let me show you this also. Let me go to the workspace. Okay, I am in my main admin workspace. Let me go to the, let's say, this settings. See the same settings here you are able to see. Let me click on settings. Once here, if I can go, that's what. See, currently this is premium capacity workspace. Okay, let me show you. Let me go here. See the diamond symbol. This is fabric content. It is a trial workspace, which is a capacity workspace. Now let's go to the settings. Here you can see refresh. See here I can go and add daily 48 refreshes for each and 30 minutes. Here you can see add other time. First 1 a.m. Next what is 1:30. Next what is 2 a.m. Like this, here you can select different time zones from wherever you belong. And if there is any semantic refresh failure, here you can specify the number, email. Okay, like this, you can do it. These are all something. If your data is coming from on-prem, like this, you can set up a gateway. You can set up a gateway. Once if you set up gateway, then only this option would be enabled. Sorry, this option would be enabled. If you are not setting up any gateway, I mean for on-premises data, it will fade out, it will grayed out this option. Okay, fine. Now let's come here. Now that's what, here you can share the reports and dashboards, publish the apps, embed. Okay, now let me show you this content. Okay, let's say uh, hmm, this report is there. This sign up e-commerce report is there. Now I would like to share this with Suresh. What I will do, see here, there is something called share. There is something called share. So from here, you can expand this. See, first thing is, in your organization, you are going to share this with all the people in your organization, or only people with existing access, or only people with specific people. Like this, you can apply. Let's say here, let me enter Suresh name. So when I select this, if I click directly, he will get a email. Directly, he will get a email. Or else you can click on share. You can copy this link and share that directly in the Teams. This is one thing. Okay, like this, you can share your reports. And one more thing here, there is something embed. There is something embed. So here you can see, you can embed this SharePoint, can embed this in the website or some web app, or there is something called public. Let me click on this. When I click on public, let me click publish. This is something which is not recommended, which is not recommended. Okay, let me go here. If I open, it means that what you are doing here, with this option, you are giving your house key to the stranger. You are giving your house key to the stranger. Here it won't apply any RLS, anything. It's like you are giving your home key to the your stranger. Like this, it is not recommended, but this is enabled in my tenant for practicing of my community team. Okay, like this you can share. Like this you can share this. Fine. Now let's get back here. See, sharing report, publish app, subscription and alert. Okay, now let's talk about subscription alerts. See here, there is something called set alerts. If you click on this, if you click on this, see, let's select this one, total sales. So here what I will do on this measure, so when it becomes, okay, it becomes, let's say the sales is 769, or when there is any change. So I would like to notify to these people, or let me add someone who is from my team. I can add his, let me click apply. Once if I apply, so now the rule is created. Now the rule is created. Alert saving location is this. Like this, if tomorrow there is a change, it could be decrease or it could be increase. Automatically, we both will get a notification with the help of this activator. With the help of this activator, this is called subscription and alerts. Here you may ask, we are going to get only Teams? No, we will have the email option also. You can set it. You can set it accordingly. Okay, fine. Now this is done. Now, okay, this is something, it is a kind of a admin task. Let me show that to you. Let me go to, let's click on home. Let's go to my main admin workspace. See here, there is something called endorsement sensitivity, and this one here you can endorse this. Suppose let's say this is a master copy of your data. See, the activator is automatically created here. Okay, so this is, so I can endorse it like this is something sensitivity, you can set confidential, public, or some other sensitivity this, but the admin need to create endorsement labels and sensitivity labels. Okay, that is something, this is they are mentioning. Okay, and there is something gateway. If you are connecting with your on premises, you need to install a on premises gateway. Now let's see secure and govern, secure and govern. So now here, first let me talk about this. This is already done. Admin member contributor here. Now let's talk about item level access. So here, let me show you this. Here, you can share only item level access like read or build. Let me go here. So in this, let's say uh, this World Cup data. So here, let me click on this share. Once if I click on this share, so here if I click, see allow recipient to share this report or something, and some option also we would get. Let just a minute. Let me okay, let me go back. Here if you click on this manage permissions, see here currently these people are having the permission for this item. Let me add one more person. See, when I am adding allow recipient to share this report, allow recipients to build connect with data associated with this report, send email notification like this. Here what I will do, let me add Suresh. Let me add Suresh. Let me click on grant access, so that automatically he can able to access this report. This is item level sharing the access, item level. It's a item level access. Now let's get back into the semantic model. See, on top of the semantic model, you can create report, you can build permission, you can use cross workspacing also. You can use cross workspacing also. Fine. Now this is just what, that's what just now I shown you in the demo. Now, very important, RLS, row level security. Okay, so I will not talk about this slide. I directly jump into the demo. Let me go to my workspace. Okay, so here you can see this is my sample data. Okay, just a minute. So here, let's say there are two type of RLS are there. One is static and one is dynamic. First, let's go with the static. How you can create? Let's go to the modeling. Once if you go to the modeling, there is something called manage roles. You need to click on this. Once if you click on this, create a role. So here what I will do, I'll do one thing. Let me just a minute. Don't save. So here let's go to the new page. Let me go to take a new table. Okay, so here let me take how many regions are there. Okay, 4 regions are there. I'll do one thing. Let me quickly format this. Suppose not 1014 visuals. Okay, fine. So now I have 4 regions. Now let's say I have 4 regions. I would like to create static RLS. What I will do, let me go to the home, modeling, manage roles. Let me double click central. Okay, central. Okay, now let me next east. Now next south. Next west. Okay, so now what I will do, where I have this data here, let's go here. Let me click on new. Now this central category region role equal to central. Okay, let me save. Let's go to the east. Again, let's select this superstore data. Go here. Let's take region. This east region equal to east. Let me save this. Every time you need to save. Okay, let's go and click new. Let me select region equal to south. Let me save this. Again, let's go to the west. Let me click on new. Let's go here. Let's select region equal to south. Okay, let me click save. Okay, now 4 roles are defined. Now here, what I will do, now I am on the main page of the report. Okay, now I am on the main page of the report. So now here, what I will do, let me go and test it. How I can test? Let me click on view as. So now here, once if I click on view as, I think it is asking to sign in. Just a minute, team. Let me sign in.
While Suparna Babu signs in, just wanted to say, tell that we have posted the interest form from Data Analytic Group. You can actually go through the meetup, and we have all the links pasted in the chat. So please feel free to join our WhatsApp group, and you can register on Meetup, and you can be a part of our vibrant community. Yeah, over to you, Suparna.
Yeah, thank you. So now here you can see roles is created. Just select this central role, click OK. Once if I click OK, see there is something called here. You can see now you are viewing as central. Now here you are viewing as central. Okay. So it means that now it is applied. See, previously the total sales is different. Previously the total sales is different. Now there is one more additional way how you can check it. Go here. Let's select this. Where is region column? Let me click on region. See, when I click this, just I can able to see only central instead of seeing all the same would be applicable to the services also. If you publish this report, the same you can see. Let me click stop viewing. Okay, first let me save this. Now here, now let's see, let me click on view as. Okay, now I am from south because I am from South India. Let me select south. Let me click on the OK. So now here you can see I can able to see only south region sales. I can able to see south region sales. This is static. What will happen? Every time I need to go and add users names to there every time. So here, instead of going with this static, what I will do, let me delete, 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 delete. Let me save. Let's close this. Hmm. Now there is a table. Okay, there is a table. Let's go here. There is a table called access table. So here you can see there are 4 employees in this Tata company. There are 4 employees. Central region manager is Rajendra. East region manager is LK. South region is Shashi. West region is Ajay. Now my requirement is whenever Rajendra or LK or Shashi or Ajay, if they are logging with their this email ID, they can able to see only central. They can able to see east. They can able to see south. This is my requirement. Okay. Let's go here. How we can implement? Let's go to the manage roles. Again, create a role. For this, let me give this as a DRLS, dynamic row level security. So let's select this, click new. Instead of going with user interface, let's switch to the tax editor. Let's switch, sorry, not this. Uh, Let me delete this. Let me select access TB. Let me click new. So now here, manager, okay, access TB manager. Let's switch to the DAX editor. Here, what I will do, there is a function, DAX function, user principal name. All right, user principal name. So what it will return? First, let me save and let me show you what is this user principal name DAX function. Let me click save. Just here, what I did, I am applying the row level security on the manager email. Let me click on save. So now it is closed. First, let me show you. Let me quickly write a one new DAX measure. What basically what it will return, UPN. Let me paste the tags here. Let me execute it. Let's go to the new page here. Let me keep this aside. Let's take card here. Let me drag this. See here, it is taking my name because my system name is this. My system name is this. That's why it is taking. If the system name is Rajendra, let's say it will show Rajendra. If the system name is Shashi, it will show Shashi. Like this. This is the user principal name. Now, what it will happen here, what I did, this access table, in this I have two columns, manager and region. This is I connected with the region column with this from fact. Now let me test it. Okay, let me test it. So here, what I will do, let me go here. Let's go to the modeling, manage roles. Oh, sorry, not manage roles, view as. So now I have this email IDs. First, let's copy. Uh, let's copy Rajendra's email ID. See, Rajendra is the manager of central region. Now let's come back here. Select other user and DRLS, paste his email ID because this is the column where we are using user principal name. Let's click OK. See, now you are viewing as a DRLS. Okay. See, it means that if Rajendra is like, see, first of all, this access table itself is filtered. Okay, like this. Now let's give a try for one more. Let's take Seshi's email ID. So now let me go back here. Let's go here. View as. Now this time, let's take and paste this one. Shashi, for which region he is manager? He is manager of South region. Let's click on OK. So now here, again, okay, still I think it is not copied properly. Let me copy. Now let's go back here. Now here, first let me delete this. Let me paste Shashi's email. Let's click OK. See, now it is changed. Shashi is manager of which region? He is a manager of South. And here you can go and see here also in the region column, you can able to see South. The corresponding data is filtered. The corresponding data is filtered. So this is RLS. This is, and there is one more concept also that will take time. So there is something called, we can use path contains that and all. Okay, there is something. So this is demo. Now let's get back. So I hope you all are clear. So here, in some cases, you can use Azure Active Directory group. Your infra team will create AD groups. Your infra team will create AD groups. They will give you. So you can use these AD groups. Fine. Now let's go to the, there is something called, which is very, very important, OLS, object level security. Now, I will not read all this. I will directly jump into the demo. Okay. Let's go here. OLS, you can set up two ways. That's what, as I mentioned here, tabular editor and TMDL. So tabular editor is a external tool. Okay. Tabular editor is a external tool. It is coming, previously it was free. Nowadays they are coming up with some pricing. First, what I will do, let me go and delete this role. Let me save this. First, even though your object level security, you are going and creating, I mean, you are going and implementing from tabular editor or OLS, but you need to create role in the manage security only. There is no choice. Let's click. So what I will do, let's make this as a, so OLS underscore table. So basically OLS would help you to restrict some tables, some columns. Okay. So let's click save. So this is completed. Let me close. Now, let me go to the external tools. Let me open tabular editor. Now here, what I will do, my requirement is, um, I need to hide this segment table. That is my requirement. With the end users, I mean, end users are some other restricted developers. I need to use this segment bridge table. Okay. So tabular editor 3 is loading. Let it load.
Suparna, can you tell what is this tabular editor a bit in brief? Like hearing it for the first time.
No, Tabular Editor is a third-party tool where you can, there is some third-party tools, DAX Killer, DAX Studio. Like this Tabular Editor is also a tool where you can get more familiarity options. See, that's what object level security you cannot directly implement in native Power BI desktop. For that, you need to take a help. Who is that? That is none other than Tabular Editor. As well, you can do it from DAX Studio also. There are different external tools here. See, what is this? Okay, let me close this. So now here it is loading. So here you can check the relationships, roles, you can optimize the DAX functions. There is a lot of options are there. Okay, we can use it for many purposes, but in this demo I'm going to show for only object level security. Now let me set up you the context. Now let me go here. Instead of this, what I will do, let me remove this. Let me drag this segment here. Okay, let me remove this also, otherwise you people will confuse. So now here you can see this is from this table, segment table. Okay, so now let me go here. I created a role. The same OLS role is here. Okay, then here what you need to do, let's select this role. Once if you select, there is something called table permissions. OLS enable 0 out of 7 tables. 7 tables means it is considering some default tables also. Ideally, we have only 4 tables, but it is taking some local date time table. Let's click on table permissions. Let's go to the segment. Okay. So instead of default, let me put this to none. Once if you put this to none, go to file, go to save. Okay, I saved it. Now let's get back here. Go to the modeling, view as. Now I would like to see this as a OLS role. Let me click apply. See, first of all, the table is disappeared. See where this table is disappeared. Table is disappeared. Now let's see something went wrong with one or more fields. Let's click on see details. See now here you can see something wrong with one or more fields. You don't have required permission to this table. Keep remember, you don't have permission to this table. So that's where it is restricting. It is restricting. Okay, it is restricting. Okay, this is fine. Now let me stop viewing. So now let's go and create one more role. Let's go and create one more role. Now this time column role. OLS column. Okay, so just I created OLS column. Let me click save this. Now here we have two roles. First one which is already we seen. For this, let me take example. Instead of this, let's take from Superstore data. Let me take region. Let me take sales, profit, and order quantity. Okay, so here we have order quantity. So in this table. Now let me take a copy. From this, let me remove profit. Let me remove profit. Okay. So now here, my intention is I don't want to show profit column to my certain developers or end users. I want to restrict this profit column. Already we created a role. Now let's go back to the here. See, automatically that role is appeared here. Now let's select this. So scroll down. Uh, okay. So here we are not going and restricting entire table. We are going and restricting only table column from Superstore data. Selected here you can see all the tables. Sorry, all the columns. So from here let's click on profit. Scroll down. So here there is something called object level security. So now the role is column role. Here select this. Let me scroll again. Put it none. Once if I put it none, let me go and save this. Once if I save this, see, this is 7 days remaining. I have trial, I'm using trial period. Basically, they will give 30 days of trial period. Now let's come back here. Now let's go to the view as, let's select OLS column. Let me keep this somewhere. Let me click OK. See, first of all here, are you able to see profit column? It is disappeared. So now if I click on this, now here, what you can see, there are one or more fields you don't have permission to superstore data profit column. This is how you can restrict. This is how you can restrict. Okay, like this, you can restrict a number of columns based on your requirement. Okay, but I don't recommend you to use this tabular editor. Okay, let me close this. Why we will use tabular editor? Because they are coming up with some pricing. Let me delete this role. Let me delete this role. Let me save this. Okay. So if you are aware of, I mean, if you are following Power BI regular updates, there is something called TMDL view. Okay, tabular model defined language. There is something called TMDL view. Okay. Now what I will do, first let me create the two roles. Again, let's go back to the modeling. Let me quickly create OLS table for, sorry, table from where? TMDL view. Let me, that's what, for differentiating, let me put this TMDL view. Okay. Now let me create one more. This one, instead of this column, this is column. Let me click save. Okay. Now two roles are created. Now, first, let me take this one. Let me take this table. What I will do, let me paste it here instead of this. Now, the same example we can take. So I'll take this segment table. Okay. Where is the segment bridge? Let me take segment column. So this is from segment table. Okay, let me close this. So now I would like to restrict this table from my few of developers and end users. Let me go to the TMDL script. Whatever the roles I created, see the two roles are here. Okay. Now first let's drag this here. See, when I drag, let me zoom it. So it is generated some script. Basically, it's a scripting language. Now, it is telling that some role, model permission. Okay. Now, what is our requirement? I need to restrict that table. Okay. Segment bridge TB. So, put your cursor here. Press enter. Okay. If you know commands, don't worry, you can type it. If you don't know, I am telling you a shortcut. Control space. If you press control space, it is showing all available options. Click table permission. Once if you click table permission, what is the table? We need to type this manually. Customer, make sure there is no typo. SEG, MENT, segment, sales. Okay, otherwise it will throw error. Once if it is done, again press enter and press tab. See, there will be some indentation for scripting languages. Okay, you need to follow the indentation. So now here, again, if you don't know what need to type, again press control space. Now here you can see there is something called metadata permission. There is something called metadata permission. Now put colon. Here again, you can type none or you can press control space. Now done. Here what I am doing, I am restricting this table metadata permission to none. Okay, metadata permission to none. Let me go and apply. Once if I apply, changes are applied to this model. Now let's go back here. So now please observe here. Here we have this table. Now when I'm, let me close this. This is not required. Let me click on view as. Let me go and use table TMDL view. Let's click on OK. Okay. Let me go here. Here. Table TMDL. Why it is not working? Ideally it should work. So let me go here. I think there is some other table hidden, which was okay. Sorry, I'm sorry. Just a minute. Let me correct it. So here, instead of a segment table, I used customer table. Okay, let me change that. SEGEMENT bridge TB. Make sure there is no typo. SEGEMENT BRIDGE TB. Now let me apply it. Okay, now let's go to here. Now what I will, let me click on view as. Now this time please observe carefully. Let's select OLS table. Let's click OK. See, now it is throwing error. When I click on this error, the same thing here you can see. You don't have required permission to the this table. Okay, fine. Okay, this is fine. Let's come back here. So now we will implement, we will restrict profit. Okay, let's go to the TMDL view. Let's take another tab. Now this time let me go and drag column roll. Now it is generated some automatic script. So here let's press enter. So let me press control space table permission. So here let me type superstore data. First we need to enter table name super store data. Press enter. Okay, press tab because there will be an indentation. Control space. Now this time here you can select, instead of metadata permission, you can select column permission. Now this time first column permission, which column you are going to restrict? Obviously profit. Profit. Now this is not column, this is equal to, if you press control space you will get none. Okay, now I'm going and restricting the profit. Let me click apply. So now it is applied to the model. Let's go here. Now let me click view as. Now here what I will do, let me go and select this. Let's click OK. See, here we have the profit. That's why it is throwing error. So you don't have required permission to the superstore data profit. Okay, let me stop viewing. So can we go and implement for remaining calls? Okay, let's go and implement for sales also. So here again let me press enter. Okay, let me press control space and directly let me take column permission. Now this time sales equal to none. Now this time I am going to restrict two columns access. Let me click apply. Let's go to the table view and let me click on view as. Let's click column. Let's click OK. See this time too. Why? Because in these two tables I have sales profit, here I have, and if I expand this, where is sales and profit? Are you able to find sales and profit here? No, that column itself is disappeared. That column itself is disappeared. So this is what, so that's what I highly recommend you going forward. Don't use tabular editor for using OLS. Just you can go and use TMDL script. Okay, fine. Now let's get back into this. This is all about OLS. Now protect your data. See here, there are, as I mentioned, there are some, this is there sensitivity labels that your admin will create. Based on that you can specify non-business, public, general, and if you are exporting data also, you can export, let's say, summarize data with current layout or underlying data. Let me show this. This is I can show you. Let me go to the my Power BI workspace. Here let's go, let me go and open this. Okay, it's already open here. Now here if I go here in this report, let's say this is this chart. If I go and click on export data, here see, that's what data with current layout or summarized layout or underlying data. The maximum is 5 lakh rows. The maximum is 5 lakh rows. Here the maximum is 1,50,000 rows. This is some limitations. This is some limitations. And here if CSV is 30,000, Excel is 1,50,000, live connection. For live connection only they are allowing 5 lakh rows. For import or some other modes they are allowing some other things. Now let's get back into here. Now identify the pattern and trends. Now here what you need to do for this pattern and trends, let's go to the again workspace. See here, now I'll go to this one only. So let's say for example,
Suparna,
there,
just a reminder that it's already 1:05. You can extend for 5 more minutes.
yeah, okay, fine. So now here I can go and select, let's say, get insights. If I get insights, now it is showing some insights. Somewhere we will get, okay, I'll do one thing. If I right click, so analyze or some, it can show here, it can show some option. Let me show here. Let's go here. Here, what I will do, let me write
Sorry.
it. Analyze this one. here I can click this. If I click, it will show, let's say you don't know how to explain this chart to your client. You can directly click analyze. Then it will show some recommendations. Based on that, you can explain this with the your client. Now this is like this. Here you can see this is some AI visuals, and these are some, you can predict some forecasting also based on the past historical data. Now, okay, this is the time for quiz because we don't have time. So please answer your questions in the chat box. Okay, I'll take Q&A later, but from this session, what you learned, so please read this question, and this is somewhat ordering question. You can specify what is the order, 2, 1 or 4, 3 or 2, 3, 4, 1 or something. I would like to see in the chat box. See here what they are doing. You publish the data from on-premises data to from that is Microsoft SSMS to this one. You need to ensure Power BI service can connect database and refresh the dataset. Which 4 actions should you perform in sequence? This is exact real-time question. I take this from exam topics. Okay. No need to type entire answer. You can just give that order of sequence because it will take more time. Okay, fine. Don't worry. So what I will do, I'll reveal the answer. Now the answer is first correct. We need to configure the on-premises data gateway because it is a on. Then we need to add data source, dataset owner, configure the scheduled refresh. This is what answer. Now let's see. There is second question. You need to provide a user with ability to add member to workspace. The solution must be used principle of least privilege. See, this is very, very easy. I'm expecting correct answers from all of you. Here, see, please read this question carefully. Here is wrong. You need to provide a user with the ability to add members to workspace. The solution must be the least privilege.
Contributor.
D is the correct answer. Okay. See, that's what. Let me show you the answer. See here, see. Already I shown in demo also. Member can add the remaining people, contributor and viewer. Admin can add everything, but here what I am telling, it should be the least privilege. After admin, who is the least privilege? That should be member. Next, there is one more. This is the last sample question. See here what they are telling, the PBX file size is 550 MB and it is containing 12 million rows. It refreshes twice a day, 8 AM and 5 PM. And the report contains a single page that contains 15 app source visuals and 10 default visuals. It means we have 25 visuals. It means these are the custom visuals. This is default visuals. And users are reporting that this is slow. See, what would you recommend for this solution to improve the performance of the report? Come on, what you are typing in chat box? Let me see. RLS? Why RLS? There itself is telling that report is this one. Okay, let me reveal the answer. So the answer is this one. See, RLS is not. Replace the default visual with apps also. Enable visual interactions. See, here you can see when LK is telling that best practices in session 3, we need to use the limited visual. How can you go and put 25 visuals in the single page? That would be, obviously you are overburdening the Power BI. You need to limit the visuals. You need to find important visuals. You need to keep that only. If you want, you can go with some drill down, drill through options. Fine. Now with that, from our side, there is a small giveaway. Please scan this QR code and submit your voucher request. I have few vouchers, okay? I mean 50% voucher, not 100% voucher here, okay? I have few 50% vouchers. So maximum I'll try to give 5 vouchers. And one thing here, one cool advantage, if you have organizational email ID and that organization partnered with MS Safety, Microsoft, still this 50% you can convert it as a 100% voucher for PL 300. Okay, for PL 300, you can convert this as a 100% voucher. Scan this QR code. Please fill the form. Let me share this link also in the group. Where is my notepad? Let me copy. Let me paste this here. Okay. So I'm promising you from my side, okay, from my side, I definitely issue a 5 vouchers. Okay, I'll definitely issue a 5 vouchers. So please scan this QR code. So with that, I'm stopping my presentation. So now I am opening for questions.
Thank you so much for the wonderful session, Suparna. Anyone have some questions? And we can answer only 2 questions in the best interest of time. So anyone have the questions, you can paste in the chat or uh, raise the hand so that we can unmute yourself and ask. Please let us do it fast because the other speaker is waiting.